Hi, I'm Carrie.
And I'm her daughter, Shea.
Shea was 6 weeks old. She was making these strange noises and she was basically having heart failure, and I didn't know it. I thought she was choking. So I picked her up out of her car seat and I kind of slapped her on her back, and it took a little while, and finally she started crying, and I thought, oh my gosh, that's wonderful. So I took her to the hospital, and we went to 2 different hospitals before we ended up at Eggleston, which is affiliated to Emory in Atlanta. And she went through a heart cath that evening, and by the next day, she had her first open heart surgery. So that's how we found out. It was the most beautiful moment of my life, seeing my precious, beautiful little daughter. She was so perfect in every single way. And we had no idea or anything about, her heart problems at that point. She had a very mild heart murmur, they said. So she had a cardiologist that we followed up with afterwards. But it was just the best moment of my life. I was thrilled. There was really no preparation except for what I thought I might see when Shea came out of surgery. Nothing really prepared me. And like what I did see, it was very traumatic.
Yeah, I think, preparation is kind of learned a little bit when you have to go through repeat things. And I think what I've learned is I think we both kind of learned this, is kind of take one step at a time. Okay, we have to do this, and we're doing this, and we're doing this in the moment, and we have this appointment, or we're going to do this to prepare for this procedure. And kind of, it's better to keep your focus kind of on the small steps instead of the huge mountain of the uncertainty, because that can get very overwhelming and weighty. So the Healing Hearts Project, I got connected through a mutual friend of mine that I met through church. And after recovering from my last open heart in 2013, she found that she was pregnant with a little girl that had the same diagnosis I did. And she had already connected through Stacy, I think through the hospital they had met. So I got connected through the support group through then, and I've kind of just been a part of the group since, as it's blossomed into what it is today. Just being a part of the actual organization as a volunteer through the care packages and putting those together for our families. It's such a blessing for me to be able to connect and hear other people's stories, but also know that there's such community, because we didn't really have that in the very early days. And it's just such a blessing to know that you're not alone. I think what I would wish for other families to know about congenital heart defects is that everyone's journey is different. I mean, it's under the umbrella of a congenital heart defect, but everyone's journey is so unique. And I think that there's such a group like this, you can take pieces of other people's experiences and journeys, and can find comfort in things that work for them, different therapies or different tools that other families have used, that you can apply some of those to yourself and what works for your journey.
I think to trust your doctors and the nurses and all of the people around you that have been through that is very comforting. I really think medical science has come so far, and I think that to have trust and know that things are going to be okay, and to just go through the journey in the small steps, like Shea was saying, but just to have trust in God, trust in the doctors, and I think that that's what I feel like.